And Sherri and I had planned to go away and to go to a hotel and have. She had planned for us to have a spa experience together and to eat dinner at the hotel, stay at the hotel, have breakfast at the hotel, and come back the next day.
They put them big rocks on your back.
Well, so this,
down your spine.
These are those
Heat
things.
rock.
These are those things in married life where you get yourself into a catch-22. Okay, so I said, well, what have you got planned for us? And she says, well, I thought that one thing we would do whatever she had planned, and we'd do it as a couple. And I said,
that's never good.
I said, well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Well, you go in the same room and you're next to each other. And I said,
I just spit out something.
I was like, what?
Got that towel right across your butt.
I said, what do you mean? I said, are you saying that you have a scenario where you and I are laying around in our underwear underneath some covers and two people are coming in to rub? And she said, well, yeah. She goes, but it's therapeutic and it's relaxing and then I walked right into the catch-22. Walked right into it, and I have been married 22 years. She goes, well, they've got a male and a female, and so they told us we could decide when we get there. She goes, well, how do you think that should go? I said, well, I got a female. Yeah. And she goes, oh, for me? I said, no, for me. And she says, well, I thought that, the guy's probably got a stronger grip and, with some deep tissue. Yeah. And I said, no. If I'm going to do sports therapy and I'm getting needled, that's a man. You said this is a relaxation thing. I don't want some dude relaxing me.
Well, Rick, we all know you cannot relax with your brain telling you, dude, rubbing me.
No. Here comes the catch-22. She goes, oh, so you want a woman to do that? Dang it. And I thought,
that didn't come out right.
Here I am trapped.
That's not what I mean.
Now I'm trapped. And she goes,
Rick, I can answer that. Yeah.
She goes. Yeah. So you want another woman? Would rather her be rubbing on you than a guy.
While another man rubs.
That's the other side of it. That's the other.
Well, here's how you fix that. You get two girls.
Well, so then
problem solved, Bo.
So then
I'm a problem solver.
So then finally she finally started kind of laughing that I got myself in that bind. I said, honey, I just got something. She goes, well, is it going to be weird? There's some other guy going to come up? And I said, it's just all. Maybe we should just cancel it. and so
let's go back to Top Golf.
let's just massage each other.
It all worked together at Top Golf. I mean, why don't we just go to the room? And, you know what I mean? And so she goes, no, this is really super relaxing. It's great. You'll love it and all this stuff. So we get in there, and we get tickled. I mean, we get to laugh. Yeah. So anyway, we get in there. Well, now we've, which was fun. We became silly couple. Mm-hmm. Now what we have on our robes, we're laughing. And we're in there, and
you got in a robe.
And everybody, listen, you understand when you're in these situations, it's supposed to be calm. Everything's supposed to be.
You got Enya playing in the background.
And so we're sitting there laughing.
You put cucumbers on your eyes.
Greg, all that was coming. And so we're sitting there, and we get to laughing. And I could tell we were kind of, because she's trying to give us this great, and we're giggling. I know they just wanted to get rid of us. I mean, right. Well, then comes the next part where they lay you down. Well, everything's a whisper. Well, part of the Rick and Bubba show getting older, I can't hear good, and so so the massage therapist would come up and go.
I don't know what you volunteered for.
And Sherri got to laughing about this so hard she couldn't breathe right here next to me, and so Mrs. Burgess, are you going to still make me something? And I'd be like, I'm sorry.
Do what?
You want us to commit a scam? We're going to sing with the love for you. I'm so sorry. I cannot hear you. You're going to have the music, and I cannot hear you. I mean, you want to hear the? And I said, you're going to have to just speak louder. And then look, and then
talk normal.
And then I hear over there next to me. I look over and she's like, and she goes, he can't hear you. You're going to have to speak louder.
Write it down.
Could you
sign it in?
Hey, my face is through this little circle. Could you hold the notes underneath there? Oh, you're telling me you're going to put rocks on me? Okay, go ahead. That's good. And what she was trying to ask was, my feet comfortable, which they weren't, and I didn't know that's what.
Well, who got who in the massage?
I had the female, she had the male. I just said, look, if we're in here together, so it's not like and this is all professional,
right?
But I just if I had a shoulder they need to work on, fine. But if you're saying we're going to get relaxed and we're going to be put up,
but when you get a shoulder worked on, you ain't laying under a sheet.
That's what I mean. I mean,
that's where I draw the
deep
line.
tissue, all that, and I normally, but in this situation, I just. And I understand the dilemma I got caught in, and I got caught in the 22. I couldn't get out, but it ended up being so funny and silly in there. It really didn't matter anyway.
In your robe.
Because we got to laughing. At one point, Sherri, she looked over there and she said they put so much oil in my hair it was sticking up all over my head. Like that. And so I was trying to cut over there and you know, sometimes, but if they get you in a certain place, you can actually look over.
Yeah, look over.
And one time we got to laughing, and you said Betty does this too. And Sherri started kicking her feet because she couldn't stop herself laughing so hard, looking at me with my hair all over. Because I look over, I go, "How you doing over there?"
So you had a day of beauty.
Yeah, I just, you know, I don't know that's my thing, but it was, you know, it was good. It led to a very, very good weekend. But
You're inspiring me with this. Now I can't afford that, but I think about them chairs in the mall with them Orientals on. Yeah, I'm gonna take me and Lisa down there to the Galleria. Well, you're right there in the middle of everybody in them chairs.
Lisa, you sit on this, and I'll sit on this next to you. Let's look at each other.
I remember I hit one in the
sports.
I hit one in the Nashville airport one time. Remember?
Hey, Greg, Lisa, you get time off day. Meet me down there at Hibbett's.
Hibbett's and Foot Locker.
Let's sit out for
great chairs.